Okay. This is not going to be sign specific, so it's for anyone. You know, if you feel like the reading's for you, it's for you. There's something you'll take away. I always tell everyone to look at the title of a reading, because oftentimes people put too much emphasis on their like sun sign. So you need to put more emphasis on the title, and also trust your intuition more. If you feel drawn to watch a reading, there's something in there. Even if the words don't, you know, in the title do not look like anything, but you feel like I need to watch it, there's a reason. That's, you know, following your intuition and strengthening your intuition as well. Also, whenever you are watching my readings, watch the cards. You know, you can pick up on the cards things I'm not saying, because it's meant for you to get that. It's meant for you to get your own message from the cards. You know, and I feel like that's strengthening your intuition as well. So, this is not sign specific. We're going to see what we get. So, yeah, there won't be any timestamps. It's just for whoever. Going to use this deck and just see. Okay. What are the cards that we need to see? They threw one out. Okay, show us the cards that we need to see, Spirit. Show us the cards that we need to see. Show us the cards. Okay. Okay. Okay, we got several here. Most are in the upright. We've got a couple that are crossing. Okay, our first one out is the Moon card, because there's something that's really confusing to you in your life right now. I feel like for many of you, this is something within yourself. It's almost like trying to grow and trying to expand yourself, but trying to figure out how do you go about this. It is so hot up here. But for some of you, this has got to do with a situation, and it's got you flabbergasted. You can't figure things out. Sometimes you're not meant to figure things out. That Moon card is there because things are not as they seem. So don't worry yourself to death trying to figure things out. They'll show themselves when it is time, but don't fall into, believing everything that you may think you see when you may have the blinders on. Ooh, it's hot up here. Okay, and then we had the Queen of Wands come out. Very fiery. So now, for those of you who are very confused about what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to do, it's within you. You got this. You can do it. It's like what you're thinking is fire. This is going to be your year to shine, your year to make it happen. You just have to do it. That's the thing. You have to do it. And there's going to be so many options there for you to grow what you're wanting to grow and make it happen. It's like that, the answers are going to just fall into place. You have to work at it and get it where you need it to be. Now, for those of you that there's a situation brewing, there's a situation going on, you're coming as Queen of Wands. Okay. If this has to do with your children, you still need to keep your eyes open and see what you're not seeing. If this has to do with a relationship, you see how that light's pretty bright. You're not seeing something. You're not seeing something. It's like there's a lot being shoved at you. You've got a lot going on right now, and you're missing something. You're not seeing things for what they are. And that's something that you really need to, oh my goodness. For one, take off the blinders. For two, no rose-colored glasses. 3, someone's letting their emotions cloud their vision. Don't do that, because sometimes things are not, and people may not be quite what you want them to be. You just don't see it. You know, you got the Empress here. For some of you, this could have to do with your children. And, you know, with the Empress being here, I feel like that you're going to see through it, but you've got to not jump and do things that's going to hurt you now. This could have to do with money for some of you. Now, I also feel like if, you know, if this is like a love situation or such, I feel like that normally you wouldn't fall into this place, but there's something that is going on right now in your life, maybe within you, that could cause you to not see things clearly, not, you know, get the bigger picture. You need to see things outside the box. Now, I do feel like that there are some things happening around a situation that's going to make you feel stuck, because crossing card. And if you look, that's feeling pretty stuck. Not really stuck. I mean, she can squeeze right through those swords, but her eyes are covered. You know, she's bound a little bit, so she feels kind of like she can't. You may feel a bit helpless at times. You're not. But you're trying to avoid drama, chaos, conflict. It's crossing. These are both crossing. Okay. You know, you can avoid this, but you also got to avoid getting stuck in the middle of something. Being stuck in a situation that is going to affect you negatively. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you got to think about you too. You can't just think about everyone else. It doesn't work that way. Well, for some people it does, but they end up not really being happy, and you want to be happy. So, yeah, let's get out of this mode, and let's not, you know, you got to see things for what they are. Step outside of that box and get a nice view all the way around. You know, not everyone is always who they show you. And I feel like that for some of you, you know, you've got this big picture of, you know, who you think you're dealing with, and it feels like for someone you got it totally wrong. This person, I mean, they may, I'm going to be honest, there's a bit of a sneakiness to them. And, okay, if this is, let's get a little clarification. Okay, because it's different for different people. If this has got to do with a romantic love relationship, okay, you are coming in again as the Queen of Wands. Yeah. So, but I want you to look at the difference now. Look at the two cards, the difference in them. This one's trying to see what's ahead. This one knows what's ahead. So it's within you. You know what's going on. You just got to open your eyes. And it's hard because this, you know, yeah, see, oh my goodness. Okay, if this is an existing relationship and that may even have children, you know, with a masculine and a feminine, seems like the perfect pair, you know, family, but just not knowing what's happening, just not knowing where it's going, because some things have ended. Some things have ended for you. And it's like you need to talk. You need to discuss. Okay, I'm getting different storylines here now. You need to discuss it with your person. There's a need to talk. It's not over, and you know, until you both say it's over. Now, for some of you, I'm going to be honest. Someone lost someone. And so wherever you're at in this, you know, the queen, the king, it could be opposite because it's just the energy of a card. Someone lost someone. There's children involved, you know, and the children, there's some commotion going on with them. So it's something where you feel like, oh my goodness, you don't know what to do, because it's like they say one thing and then they, it's like you're like, well, I know they love me, but they showing you this fish in the cup. You get what I'm saying? So it's just different for different people. But for some of you, there is a loss there. And that loss was very hard. But it was also very hard for the children, you know. Now, for some of you, like I said, this is an existing relationship that's worth fighting for. Unless they've done something really, really terrible that you can't forgive, it's worth fighting for. Now, for some of you, I feel like that, you know, some of you are wanting a relationship, and you need to work on you. You need to do you. With that Ace of Wands, build the strength around you. Don't even think about a relationship. Don't even worry about it. Don't even, you know, in other words, and I can definitely relate to this, find your peace around where you're at. Where you're fine. Regardless. You know, you're not looking. You're definitely not needing, even if you want it, you're at peace with yourself. Find that spot. And that right there gives you the strength you need. That's when things start happening. That's when, you know, okay, it's almost like someone's got to find themselves. They got to find that spot. They've got to find that growth. And then it happens. You know, it's like you get fine where you're at. You're not looking. You're doing you. You're living your life. You're doing your thing. And then boom, you know, it's like, wow. Yeah. See, needless I say more. It's like, then there it comes. And you may not even be ready because you're doing you. You're busy. You're doing you. Let's see what's under it. Yep. See, you're being the Queen of Swords. You're getting things done. You know, you're no longer the person you used to be. Yeah. You're manifesting your life. You're doing good. You're doing you. And then, what after that? See, there's the Empress again. We had the Empress out, you know, already. Doing you. Doing your thing. And then here they come. Queen of Pentacles. Someone who really puts an emphasis on money. They may, you know, make a lot of money. Yeah, see, someone who gets things done. That's, you know, yeah. This could be someone who is self-made and has a lot of money. They're a hard worker. And their walls may be very high. Okay. But they're watching you. They're watching you. They feel like that, you know, you and them could make things really happen. Yeah, that's what this is. This is someone watching you. Now, who is this? Someone who, you know, they defend themselves. Because it feels like they want to reach out. But it's like they're hesitant. They want a relationship. They want something good, wonderful. Why are they hesitant? It's hot up here. It will roast a chicken up here. It's so hot. I'm just like, oh, you know. And it's funny how we got on the bottom. Looky there. Ace of Wands. I just picked this deck up. Look at that. Yeah. You do you. And there's your Queen of Wands right underneath it. You do you. See, it's like you go from the Queen of Wands to the Queen of Swords. You know, you're doing it all. Okay, now, who is this person watching? Two of Pentacles, someone balancing things. Who are they? Tell me about them. What did they leave behind? What did they leave behind? Okay, they left behind. They left behind a home. Now I'm trying to get to whose home is it? Is this your home? Because they're watching you. Okay, is this Oh my goodness. And these cards on the bottom, I want you to look. Now I want you to look. We had this one out. We had this one out. But look at that one. Just look at that one because it feels very, look. That's the same. This person, and then we got the moon. Okay, so this has got some bit of, oh my goodness, they're showing me the same cards out of a different deck now, mind you. This has got the feel of, you probably know this person. I know you don't want to hear that. Oh, no, you don't. Could be a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We just had Queen of Cups fly out. But then again, we got every other sign here, too. Oof. Mercy. There's Capricorn. Gemini. Oof. Okay, so I hate to break it to you, but for some of you, you've known this person before. That was some... Yeah, it didn't go good. There was toxicity. This person's got something in their life that's toxic. I don't know what, you know, but they've had something that's toxic. You were in some sort of relationship with them that you thought was really, really, really happy. They ended it. They possibly yeah, they did. They possibly cheated on you. There we have oftentimes those are cheating cards for me. You know, three's a crowd. Yeah. This person liked to have fun, spend money, and oh my goodness, look at that. King of Cups. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. They want to reach out. They want to speak to you. They want to talk to you. You're doing you. I'm telling you. I don't think you're going to really... Why do they want to speak to you? Ooh, it's hot. And they miss some of that central wire stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, why do they want to speak? Why now? Three of Cups again. The shadow side. Okay, dealing with what they've done. They're having a hard time dealing with what they've done to you. Okay, so they may want to reach out and apologize. Yeah, they want to come towards you. Possibly apologize or say something. What? Because I got a feeling you're over here like, why now? You know, why'd you wait this long? Don't even bother. Oh my goodness. And you know, that makes sense. Yeah, because there you are again. Queen of Wands again. Strength card. They're trying to find the strength. They're trying to balance themselves out. There's that Two of Pentacles again. Trying to find the strength to come towards you. Because there's that Ace of Wands again. You doing you. You doing you. You doing you. You got you. And they see it. You're shining for them. Not for them, but you're shining and they feel like, ooh. Oh my goodness. I tell you. Yeah, the Moon card. You are not going to know what to believe from this person because of what they've done to you in the past. But I feel like it's not going to really hurt you because you're like, oh my goodness, you're kind of like, you're doing you. I feel like you're going to be like, oh, well, you know, it is what it is. I mean, that's kind of like what it feels like. It is what it is. You know, Justice, the Hermit, Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands. See, this person wants, and I feel like they're dealing with some karma. But, you know, they've done what they've done to you, and now they're dealing with it. And, you know, they may not like that. That's what I got for you. I know, don't want to hear the X thing. Does feel like for some of you, this could be someone that you don't know, though. Someone that's watching you. It does have that feeling. Let's find out. Okay. is there a person, or it could, for some, is this someone that they don't know? Yeah, it is. It is. For some of you, this is someone you don't know. And they've got lots of options. Okay. Woo. Could be a Capricorn. Oh my goodness. And there's the Ace of Wands on the bottom. See, you're strong. You're coming in as strong. You're coming in as balanced. This person, whoever this is, I feel like they've seen you way back when, and it's like you're a different person. Parts of you have ended because you found yourself. You're not, yeah, I feel like you're standing strong. I mean, look at that. Yeah, you're standing strong. You know, you're doing your thing. You got you, and bam, you know, it's showing. You're like this bright light, and they're seeing it. Now, I don't feel like, for whoever this is, I don't feel like this is someone that you were in a relationship with. But they've been watching you for a long time. They've seen you have this transformation. Five of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Cups. Oh my goodness. See, they see you as someone who has lots of options in front of you. You're coming in as the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Very family oriented, but someone who's got their head on their shoulder, know what they're doing, you know. And they see you as someone who's very truthful. This is beautiful. This person here, they've been watching you, but not in a bad way. It's not in a bad way. So that's what I've got for you. And yeah, till next time. Oh, and if you like these readings or the content I create, oh my goodness, I'm getting into baking. Loving it. Thinking about maybe possibly start doing some videos on my making products and my soap and creams and lotions and all of that fun stuff that I make. You know, I used to do videos on that to show people. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing all kinds of, you know, because I like to do all kinds of things. But if you like the content, please do follow, share the readings. My pages are kind of like in a lull. They're just kind of like just standing still. So help me move them up. I would appreciate that. Till next time. Bye. Love y'all.